I wasn't
trying to figure out.
We're getting there.
It says we're live. I'm pretty alive. Are you alive?
I'm alive.
Okay, good.
In spite of Halloween, I am alive.
Saw something on Facebook this morning, the zombie walk. It was the coolest thing. Some town, I don't know where, had everyone in the town.
Like a parade?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that'd be fun.
Josh would love that.
Yes.
So, okay. We are live on Instagram now too, but okay. We are waiting. So we're going to wait a minute or two and just yak about stuff. What do we yak about? There's a lot. I have a lot to share. So I'm not Josh.
Triss is here.
Triss is here. Janice is here. Good morning, friends. Good to see you this morning. It is extremely wet here.
Yes,
There's
it is.
Poodles everywhere.
I am suffering from an extreme case of rain hair. Smart. She didn't have two out here. That would have been nice.
There is another one, but it's a little tiny.
It's okay. I'll suffer through.
You can suffer through. So we have a lot to share. So we'll wait a few seconds for people to jump in. Don't forget to hit those likes and shares. We appreciate it. It is Quilt Talk Monday morning. Good morning, Cindy. Josh is in Chicago. He is in Chicago. Morning, Linda.
Yeah, so we get to be here all by ourselves.
Yeah, we get to deal with the stress that's happening this week.
That's right.
But it's all good. I mean, we'll take care of it. He doesn't need to worry about it. But yeah, there's a lot going on. So I have no idea where to start. Well, I do have a lot of things to start. We're going to start with something positive. Good morning, Miss Nancy. So,
starting with something positive. I didn't know this, or I would have done something last week about it. But Friday was the National Day of Smiles. And
I didn't know that.
What a great day. I didn't know there was a National Day of Smiles. There is actually in March, there's a World Day of Smile. But one of the things I saw was be the reason that somebody smiles today. So here you are. I hope you're smiling because you're joining us today. And then go out in the day, and as you go around, smile at people and make them smile too.
Yes, I agree with that. That's really cool. You guys make us smile because you're responding to us. So yeah. Ann says, good morning. I'm not swimming up here today. Need to swap. Okay. And we'll call the shop to remind me because I won't be here working today. But stay home, stay safe. Mm-hmm. Denise says, good morning.
Good morning, Denise.
Working on pink on parade yesterday. Oh, yeah, that's right. So they had a 5K run yesterday for.
How did that go? It was raining all day.
It was wet. But I saw a lot of my friends doing it.
Really? Mm-hmm. They were out there.
Yeah, they were. The fire trucks were out there. There was one fire truck that was pink. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. Thanks for doing that shout out there, Denise. Good morning, Nina. We'll talk about you in a minute. It's all good. It's all good. Good morning, Linda. And morning, Marilyn. Let's see if anybody's on Instagram. Maybe. No, that's okay. It's okay. We don't need to have Instagram. It's on. But so where to start? So let's start with something positive. Sherry, our Ryan's Case for Smiles project coordinator for the Jacksonville area, gave us a final total of all the pillowcases that she collected in September for her chapter. Mm-hmm. She says we were 4 short of 1,200.
Wow,
that's a lot of pillowcases.
Wait a minute, was that just from the shop, or is that from?
It's from the Jacksonville chapter.
Okay,
which is still amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the amazing part. Mm-hmm. Just to cut up and sew, we had 451.
Awesome.
That's almost half of what she collected. Yes. So that is just incredible.
That's incredible.
Thank you so much for everyone who donated pillowcases, your time to come and do the sit and sew. If you did it at Quilt Fest, she had a table there. You could sit and make pillowcases as well. Just an awesome turnout. So I don't know if the organization got 40,000, but I bet they did. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that Sherry said that she was doing was, or she had already sent some pillowcases up to North Carolina, adult ones, because they're using them for sacks and things like that in the rescue efforts.
Something that's bright and cheery in the midst of chaos.
Right.
Do you remember when they first started doing the pillowcases, and their goal was to make 1 million pillowcases that year to give to and mainly to give to kids. And sometimes I wonder, that has to be at least 10 years ago, if not more. I wonder how many pillowcases they've done now, because it's an ongoing and an awesome awesome project.
Well, it's easy. It's great for anybody, even if you're not a sewist or a
Mhm.
quilter, to do and teach. I mean, I agree. It's a great.
Yeah. And kids, even your own kids, you can see it in your own kids. I know my kids, I would make them pillowcases instead of buying them. Don't ask me why. It was the thing. So, but they always love those pillowcases.
I did that because I like to pick out the fabric because I would never make a quilt with some fabrics. Pillowcase.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Exactly.
Super easy. Hey, Josh. Good morning. Joshua is up in Bernina headquarters. Good morning, Tatiana and Doc. Good morning to you, friend. Hope you're dry up there. She's in Virginia, so hopefully it's dry there. We're keeping wet down here, so
yeah, we're making sure the spring flowers come.
That's right. So thank you again for everybody who donated to Ryan's Case for Smiles. And we have a couple scheduled sew dates for them next year as well. So we already got our classes and stuff. I've already got most of the classes scheduled for next year. I can't wait for our teacher meeting in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
it's always exciting to see where Tony has assigned us.
I've assigned them. They all have talents. I just can hone in on those talents. So let's get to the pending question. Everybody wants to know. What do you guys want to know? I know what it is, but I'm going to say it. See if anybody responds. See if you guys are paying attention.
What's happening with our classes on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Yes, Nina. Hey, morning, Finn. Good to see you this morning. So after a long discussion last night and a little bit of discussion this morning, Joshua, Nina, and I decided that we're canceling not canceling. We're rescheduling Nina's classes for January. We just want everyone to be safe. We love Nina, so we definitely want to follow through. And she was gracious enough to say, hey, I can do it in January. And I said, okay, let's do it. So we're going to do it January 9th, 10th, and 11th. We will call all the students probably today and tomorrow to confirm that. So look at your calendars if you're one of the students. And if you couldn't attend this time, guess what? We still have spots available. You could still sign up. So I'll be playing on the calendar today to switch that over. But Josh has got some great ideas. We're going to do a little special free motion thing probably Friday or Saturday. So if you were part of the class and you kind of bummed because you really do want to hang out and learn a little bit about free motion, we're working on a round table, a round robin kind of thing to invite some locals to talk about free motion this weekend. So watch the Facebook and your email as I start trying to get that information put together.
Good idea. So that would be like Friday. You said Friday, Saturday.
I'm thinking it's going to be Saturday, probably. Just because we don't know what Friday holds for us.
That's right.
So, I know, Truth, I am so bummed too, because I really want to take chocolate like it's hot. So I know we have 2 gals that are coming in from out of state. So obviously, friends, we will refund your money. So that's Nina. Well, the other class we have going on this Thursday is our fiber play. So we have decided to reschedule it to next Thursday on the 17th.
Good idea.
I'm glad you approved. Thank you.
You're welcome. Like I have any say.
We don't want you to feel like we're not, feeling your concerns. What's going on with the storm? It is what it is, but we're gonna make it work and we're going to make Josh feel comfortable that he's not here because we'll take care of everything and everybody here. So we're going to move Fiber Play Club next Thursday at 5 o'clock. Cindy is going to teach us Zentangle.
Cool.
I Zentangle all the time. I don't Zentangle. I doodle all the time. So it's going to be a fun class.
I do that sort of thing.
I doodle all the time. I love circles and squares. It depends on my mood. So
I blame it on my mother because my mother taught me to write. My mother and she would make me do. I mean, I felt like I was doing this for hours. I would do lines like this, and it'd be paper that was lined on top and bottom. I'd have to go to line, and then I do circles, and then I do half circles. So now I still do them.
It's ingrained.
It's ingrained in me.
Good morning, Miss Leah. Good to see you. And Tris, I know you're bummed. We'll take care of it. You still get to see Josh this week. So Tris is coming from Idaho.
Oh no.
Friday.
Oh.
We're hoping Friday.
You know what? I want to know when she's here so I can come meet her because I see her.
Oh, yeah. Her and Jody. They'll both be here.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We'll make sure we'll talk. We should bring them in next week.
Will she be here?
Yeah, they'll be here first. So So we'll have fun. We digress. Hey, Louise, good morning. Late was getting sandbags. Oh, Louise, let us know if you need more. I can get my 10 sandbags. I won't need them, but maybe I shouldn't say that. But let me know if you need sandbags. I can probably go grab 10 for you. So Louise, I know she's out there on Flagler, so be safe and prepare wisely.
Yeah.
So, so the big thing is closures. We don't know. We won't make that decision until tomorrow. We just need to see where that storm's going before Josh says, "Hey, you need to close these days and these days." So we'll let you guys know. Be on our texting list. So you see the little number going on the bottom. Sign up for text. We'll definitely send out a text saying we're closed, what days we're closed, and what's happening. And then I think that's it. Watch Facebook. Watch Facebook for all the updates.
Okay.
We'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Can't wait to be back and sewing, Sam says. Hopefully, Sam, you have power when you come back. Because Sam comes back Wednesday. I think she's flying back Wednesday.
Oh, next Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
Oh.
She might get in right before it really hits.
Sorry.
We'll hope for Sam's safe travels.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right. On those notes done. See, Joshua can put it all on a sticky. I have to write it all out.
She's got a book here. And she's only got like, never mind. You don't want to know.
This is how I keep track of my thoughts. So let's talk about what's on the table. We got to go through the storm. If you have any questions, if you're just hopping on, pop them in the comments, and we'll respond to you. She's driving down. Oh, she's driving back today. So good, Sam. You'll be okay. You're just hit the rain.
Yeah.
And
be careful of the rain, because sometimes. Here we are.
The internet kind of bleeped us out. I don't know if we said anything bad. I don't think so.
No. There is amazing fabric here, so I think Tony's going to show you that real quick.
And Josh says, safety first. I don't want anything happening to all our wonderful friends and family. I agreed. Good morning, Jody. We were just talking about you and Tris. So I think they need to be on here, Quilt Talk, next Monday.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. I don't know if they want to get up that early, but we'll see.
Okay.
So let's start with the Janome. So we've got a brand new. We're black again. So I can't tell you why the internet's acting wacky, but it's acting wacky. So it just bleeped us out again. We blame the rain.
Yeah, we blame the rain, but just know that if it blacks out, just hold on, it'll come back.
What's that, Milli Vanilli? Boy, that was a flashback. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, Janome has come out with a new ramped up Skyline series. So I love this. I personally own a Skyline. I own a Skyline 5. Just as my traveling machine. I love the Skyline. But they've updated it, given a sleeker look. It's the 10th anniversary. And so this is the S7 that you see up here. They also have I think we're getting the S3 in as well, which is a little bit, it's not going to have all the bells and whistles, but it's still a great machine for traveling. And a couple of things they've done besides the pretty blue stripe that goes around. And you get your stitches up here. It's got a lot more extra lighting. It's gone from a 7mm to a 9mm width stitch, which is awesome. And if you get the S3, it's gone from a 5 to a 7, which is huge. I love that. They all come with extension tables. What else was I saying there?
That's really nice. It comes with the feet.
Yes, and a quarter-inch foot and everything for you to sew. And AccuFeed, which is Janome's version of a walking foot. So there's a lot of great new features. They've updated it just to make it pretty. And there's a little extra bonus pack too. Like Josh showed me this little bobble thing. It's kind of cute. It is a pin cushion.
Oh my goodness, how cute is that?
The little things, you know.
I thought it was a microphone, but
testing 1, 2, 3. I don't think it works.
It's not working.
I don't think it works.
It probably work for pins though.
Right, I'm sure it will work for pins and needles. So come on in, check out our new special anniversary edition or S7, and I think we have an S3 coming in as well. Good morning, Miss Pat. Leah says she'll be singing that all day. Blame it on the rain. I had to put spooky stuff around so it feels like Josh is here in spirit. Haha, that's a Halloween. I thought it was funny.
Moving on.
Joann doesn't care about Halloween. She's You like Christmas, and
I am a Christmas
she's
person.
a Christmas person. So we got some new fat quarters in that I am so Josie for. Is that a word? Josie?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd define it.
I really love them. I'm trying to be hip. It's not working.
Okay.
My granddaughter's teaching me things,
Mhm.
words, and I'm like, okay.
What is Josie? Excited.
Josie. Yeah, like you're
Josie.
excited. Yeah. So these are Tim Holtz fat quarters. They are. We can't see it. The camera's so far away for us short people. Josh can do one of these. I can't. Well, this table's we're on the Cuckoo Barrel, so it's really wide.
So this particular one has this pattern. Let me know if this is a good.
It actually works. Yeah.
Okay. There's a pattern on here for this particular group of fabric, and then it has, I mean, dark, medium, a little bit of light, all kinds of neat fabrics in there. Especially if you like kind of more modern feeling, or actually this doesn't even.
It has a steampunk. So Tim Holtz has a more steampunk vintage feel.
Okay. Yeah. I really
with
like
earth
that.
tones. I know, I do too. I like
That's a neat selection.
And they each have a different pattern, so that's the other thing.
Oh, so here is this pattern. I like the first one. Maybe that's why I held that one up. And then this one's just a little bit different. So all kinds of, depending upon how simple and fast you want to quilt, you got some great patterns there with the fat quarter pack. That's a nice idea to put a pattern with it.
I agree. And I think that's why they sold the last time we had them too. And that's done through Free Spirit. So they've actually used the fabric to create the pattern so you can visually see it.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing with some of these postcard patterns. You don't, some of us can't visualize the fabric in the pattern. And this really saves us.
This is really good. Can we do this one next?
Yes. So this is called Bio Geo. It's a new line again from Free Spirit. I can't remember the designer's name. I think she's on there, but I love these ones that Josh picked out because they're very masculine, very geometric, almost Art Deco in some ways. So
yeah, really kind of cool.
These and
I like this orange and gray, and it's Adrian Luban.
That's the designer, Adrian Laban. But it's Bio Geo. She's done several lines over the last couple of years with all these geometrics. These are straight lines. You'll see her curly ones here in a minute. I love that one.
I love this blue and gray and white and black. And
is it black or is it navy?
I think the real background is black.
Oh, it is black. It looks navy with the blue on it.
And then
this is
really wild.
I love that one. It looks like bunnies.
Great. No, it looks like mustache.
Watch out! Watch out!
Mustache.
Almost lost our connection again. Cricket.
Here I am, bull in a china closet. Now this is my favorite line. I'm going to undo this.
What's the name of this one?
Wonderful.
There are 15 pieces of fabric for this line. It's from Timeless Treasures.
It's called Black Asian Floral and Butterflies. Oh, yes, there are butterflies. So this gives you an idea of what it looks like. It's just beautiful.
Stunning. See how big those flowers are? And it's got metallic on it. And like I said, there's 15 pieces. I only grabbed 4 because I don't want to be out here all day. There's
a nice border print there. And when you come in the shop, just take a look at it. It's beautiful. And then this one here.
That's a deep purple in the background of those waves.
Yeah,
so
very
of course
pretty.
I pulled it out.
And then this one here.
And there's more pinks, there's more purples, there's more black and gold. There's a lot. I mean, like I said, 15 bolts in that line. Are you gonna go grab one?
No.
Oh, she's gonna be right back. So almost a little. But this one's my favorite. Can you show the panel? Oh, do you want to grab the panel, please? Yes, Josh, we will show the panel. We love it. And just so you know how much Josh loves it, when he orders fabric, he normally doesn't order in the entire line unless it's Tula. So when he ordered the entire line, that tells you he loves this one. So it's got a really cool panel. I think it's got 2 panels actually. How great are those for Tula Nova? They would be really cool. That'd be a lot of fussy cutting to create that EPP effect. So that's a great idea there, Leah. What else do we miss? Love me some geometrics, Jody. I got you. And then I saw Nina says she wants one of those fat quarter bundles. So guess what? Nina, we'll hold one for you. Waiting for Joann. So Anyway, while she's going to go get that panel, she doesn't know where the panel is. Well, here, Joann, you can talk about your wreath class while I go get the panel because. Oh, you brought some more fabrics though. Tag team.
Yes, we are organized this morning. This one I thought is just really wild. It's all these curves. You know, it's all the different fabrics in the line, and it's put into kind of a curved design. See a little bit better this way. It's awesome. And then this one is just a smaller version of the big one that's over there. So Tony asked me to talk about the class that I have coming up. It starts not this week, but the following week. And I tell you, I wanted to do an autumn quilt, but oh, it was over with the panels. Sorry. I wanted to do an autumn quilt. Let's show this real quick.
Panels are with the panels. That's a great idea.
Once again, I don't work here. It's pretty too.
Oh, look at the flowers.
Flowers on the bottom.
Put it on the tables. There we go. You guys can see it that way. It's gorgeous. It's got the little pagoda. Is that what it is? And a bridge. It's gorgeous. It is stunning.
And the one we didn't bring out, which we should have, because I'm from Washington, D.C., originally lived there 27 years. And one of the most beautiful things in Washington is cherry blossoms. And there is a panel, one of the fabrics is just the cherry blossoms. And it's just very pretty. And so I really like that too. So anyway, my next class starts a week from this Friday. And I wanted to do an autumn thing, but I thought, well, if I do an autumn thing, it'll never be ready for this year. So maybe I should do Christmas because then it'll be done for Christmas.
There you go. That's a good goals.
So it's the first time I've actually done something like that. So you want to take one second? Mm-hmm. And so it's a wreath.
It's gorgeous.
And I'll tell you, I don't know how it's showing up for you, but I showed this to my husband, who's a really good evaluator of my quilts. And he just kind of looked at it and said, yeah, that's nice. You know, and I don't know about you, but that's not the response I'm looking for.
I think it's gorgeous.
But one of the things he thought was that it was kind of blah. So, but if you look, to me, when I see it, I see a lot of texture in it, which is kind of one of the things that I do. I do a lot of different fabrics. And so that gives it a lot of texture. But there's a lot of room for doing some applique in here. If you're going to use it as a wall hanging, you could put a big red ribbon in the middle of it. There's all sorts of things that you can do with this to make it more exciting. If you're looking at this saying that's kind of blah.
It is not blah. It's not blah. I would do yo-yo berries.
Or yo-yo berries, which is one of the things I thought of too. So anyway, if you're looking at this saying that's just too hard for me because you have to do all these corners here, you don't. This is called Delectable Mountain block, and it's made. You make it by taking a half square triangle and cutting it into sections, flipping the sections around, and then sewing them together in another block. So you're not sewing all these little things on there.
This is why you need to take the class.
That's right.
I understood that, but everyone's probably going, "What?"
So the thing, if you didn't understand that, the thing to remember is there's no sewing. There's no intricate sewing,
right,
or difficult sewing. It's all pretty easy. It's pretty easy sewing, and the rest of it is made out of 4 patches and a couple of half square triangles. So it's a pretty easy quilt to make. A couple of the things that you'll learn to do is, other than the Delectable Mountain block, is you'll learn this is a mitered corner. So 2 different ways of doing a mitered corner, and I think that's it. Mitered corners and Delectable Mountains. Now let's say you're looking at it and you say, well, I don't want to do a Christmas wreath. You can take all your oranges and do a autumn one. You could do a springtime one, a springtime wreath with more springtime flowers.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like blues and yellows or something?
Yeah.
Well,
in fact,
really cool.
I saw one that I would have could use. But anyway, and you can use one fabric. I've used a whole bunch of different fabrics because that's me, but you can use one fabric for your background and one fabric for your greens if you wanted, or you can do all kinds of fabrics. Let's see, what else can I tell you about it? That's about it. It's
I love the borders, the cornerstones.
Yeah, the borders are just tin wheels and.
Cindy, that's a good idea. You can make a cherry blossom wreath.
Yes, you could. You could take some of these fabrics here and make them. It would just be one. It lends itself to a lot of different things. The other thing you can do is just learn how to do the delectable mountain block. That's a great border. So you could make a nice simple quilt, maybe with 4 patches. You make a nice little simple quilt, and then use the delectable mountain blocks to go around the outside as your border. And so there's a lot to do with this. I think the class will be.
I think it's going to fill up. It is not on the website yet. I just saw the finish.
She just got it.
So I'll take a picture and I'll have it on this afternoon so you can sign up for it.
Okay. So I hope you do. It should be a fun class, not too demanding, but a little different, a little challenging, but not real challenging.
Is it 3? It's 3 Fridays. Do we decide? And then maybe 4.
3, maybe 4.
Okay.
We'll see. That 4th one would be if the class decided they wanted to do something like the yo-yos or something special to decorate the, to fill it out with.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. Let me go back to my comments real quick to make sure we haven't missed anybody. Linda, thanks for that comment. We are entertaining because we don't know what we're doing. See what we're lost without Josh. Hey, man, Brian. Yeah, the panel. Everyone loves the panel. Everybody loves the panel. And Cindy loves the border of your quilt. Beautiful. Adding some 3-dimension would make it fantastic. That's from Leah. Nina says, quilt the wreath in metallic thread. You have all sorts of fun things to see.
Halloween is taking over.
What just happened?
I don't know. It's a little weird here. Yeah, the 3-dimensional thing, I was also thinking doing like some wool applique.
Can you turn the lights back on?
I was thinking wool applique with the berries and maybe some holly leaves and things like that would also work, or maybe some white stars.
Nancy's here and she was turning lights off and on just to keep us on top of things. The power went out. It was weird. But
it was a little scary. I had to look at that and say, oh yeah, we're okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We survived.
That's right. This one. Okay, I'm really scared. Anybody else saying anything? You can make it my sunshine wreath. Haunted, Joyce. It is haunted in here. So it's because we've got all these creepy things. I unplugged decks though. Jody, don't tell us this kind of stuff while we're live. Be safe, everybody. So let's just talk about the hurricanes. But it's supposed to go back down. It's supposed to go back down to a 3. We don't know. Honest to God, we don't know what's going to happen. Just be prepared. That's all we can do.
Do your laundry.
With the lights going out. So did you want to talk about your notions that we brought in? Just
yes, that was it.
Not just for her, because these are cool. I went ahead and purchased them all on Friday or Saturday or something because I think they're so cool.
These are I had these I asked for these to be brought into the shop for the class I just took, just taught, but I really like these on a general basis and I use them all the time. And a lot of you do not use a stiletto, or you use a seam ripper or a chopstick. Or a purple thing. A purple thing tends to bend.
Needles go in them.
And yes, needles will go in them. The chopsticks are just a little fat and chunky for me. One of the things that I really like, it's made by Dritz. It's a stiletto, and the thing I like about it is I know a lot of people like the one by Andy, I think, that has the metal in it. The nice thing about this, and that's really good stiletto. I'm not saying anything bad about that one, but the nice thing about this is because it's wood, it does not catch on your fabric. So if you're using it to feed your fabric underneath the foot, it's not going to catch on the fabric so that your
That's a good point.
pulling it out.
Or stabbing your fabric.
Or stabbing your fabric, exactly. So that's why I like this one here. Every stiletto has its place, but this one works really well for that. And if you happen to be one of those people that's still struggling with your seam is going along really fine and everything's okay, and then you get kind of to the end of your seam and it veers off to the side. My theory on that is that when you get to that point, you know, you're almost done with that seam, you're thinking about something else. You're thinking about, what am I going to sew next? Do I have to iron this? You're kind of thinking about the next step. So if you use your stiletto and you hold on to your fabric to the very last minute or very last second, then it will not veer off, you know, and you get to that point in a seam and your hands don't fit there anymore, but the stiletto will. And you just keep that stiletto right at the end of your fabric and let it feed right through. And it works really well for that if you're kind of struggling with that. The other thing that I really like that I asked for is a self-erase marker. And this is done by Quilter Select. And I'm pretty convinced that Quilter Select, anything that comes out from Quilter Select is usually a good deal, is a good thing. But I like this a little bit more than the friction pens. It has a nice point on it and you can erase it. So one end is a purple marker. So you can mark your fabric with that one, but the other end is an eraser. So it will erase that mark. Now the marker itself that mark will go away within, I don't know, 48 hours or something like that. But if you want that mark to go away right away, then you can erase it with the bottom, with the opposite end. So I really like that. It works really well.
So it's a marker, basically it's a marker that goes over that line and it's moisture.
Yes. And then the last thing, I don't remember where I saw this first. It's called Stitcher's Friend.
I showed this on Saturday. That's the only one left.
Really? It's awesome. It is such a cute little tool. It does, I think 10, it says 10 tools in one. Yeah. I don't know if it's really 10, but it has, if you're trying to match two angled seams and you want them to come together right at the angle, then this has a perfect little line that you can put right up against the edge of your fabric and you can measure in 1/4 of an inch and mark it so that you can match those seams. So it has 1/4 of an inch line on here. It has a 6-inch ruler on the top. It has a point turner. This is a point turner here. This rounded edge, you can use this if you like to finger press your fabric. You can use this right along the fabric, along the seam, and this rounded edge will press out that seam very nicely. It has little holes here so that you can set your needle at whatever distance you want. You can get 1/4 inch up to 3/4 of an inch by putting your needle down and marking the spot on your machine bed. It also has a little centimeter, millimeter measuring area here if you happen to be into that sort of thing. And it has a little angle. Now, the things that I like it most for are those, is the 1/4 inch line here. And I like that quarter inch dot so that I can find 1/4 inch. If I'm using a different machine, I can mark 1/4 of an inch. What else? What else did you talk about?
That's what I talked about.
Okay.
That was it.
So these
I sold them all. We'll get more. We'll get more in.
But it's a really neat little tool. All 3 of them are there in my package of things that I use most in my sewing room. So there they are.
Because you use them in your class. You always have your tools in class and you're showing them with those. So if you take Joann classes, you need them.
Yeah, you'll use these in my class. Awesome. And I cannot encourage you enough to start using a stiletto. I think people just think, oh, it's that's something that's you don't really need, but it really makes a difference in the accuracy of when you're sewing.
Well, I think you had read on I say this almost exact same thing. When you get to the end of the seam, you're like, almost done, and you just wing it. The stiletto makes a huge difference.
It does.
I totally agree with that.
It really helps you concentrate on that.
Cool. Well, thank you. Those were her tips and tricks. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna open up for a queue. All right, Leah, be safe, everyone. Okay, let me ask if there's any quick any questions. Go ahead and answer them. I'm gonna talk one more thing about our upcoming shop hop. Shar says, "Oh, good for corners on binding. Is it good for corners on binding?" I would think yes. That
Yes.
one for turning and doing your miters.
Yes,
Totally.
you have that little turn, the little angle
Angle.
here for point turner, and that will also help you measure your corners on a binding.
I agree. That's a great thing to point out there, Shar. I'm glad you said something, but yeah, that's perfect for it. So if you have any questions, we'll wrap up a little bit here in a second. Hey, good morning, Joann. Good to see you. So Pattern Parade is our shop hop in January. It's from the 18th of January to the 28th, no, 25th. Saturday. It's coming up. You're thinking, yeah, that's next year. But you know what? If you get your passport now, it's $5.
Yeah.
Throwing stuff around here. If you wait till January 1st, it's $7. And you're like, what's a Pattern Parade?
Oh, this is going to be really cool with the thing. But the other thing is, if you purchase your passport now, make sure you put it someplace where you find it.
This is a good point.
I've already lost mine. I know it'll show up, but
yeah. Purse is good. It's a good place. Or if you have a bag that you know you take when you go shop hopping, you know, you gave us all the quilt show. That should be the same things you get ready for a shop hop.
That's a good idea.
I guess you need to do that list again. But anyway, passports are available now. And what the whole gist of is, typically when you do a shop hop, you get like a block of fabric and you have to go home and make a block. And you're like, oh, these directions are okay or they're not okay. This year, it's super easy. We're going to give you a postcard pattern. Every shop will have its own unique postcard pattern by Villa Rosa with their picture of their quilt that they've done for it. You can come in and see ours. And so you walk away with 7 different postcard patterns and you have, you know, go shop hopping and find fabric to match them.
Did Villa Rosa do all of the patterns?
Yes, that's what we're using, Villa Rosa. So
okay. And they do beautiful patterns. They're very nice patterns. I like them.
Correct. So what each shop did was go through she has like over 400 or 500 different patterns. So they went through the patterns, picked a pattern they liked that would represent their shop's fabrics. That's what we did. And we took a picture of it. I took a picture of it on the beach. I can't wait to see what the picture looks like on the postcard. It's gonna be fun. So and we'll have 2 actually.
Yeah, one for both shops.
We have 2 locations. We have a second location by that time. So get your passports now. That's the whole reason I'm holding this postcard.
That's right.
I forgot to write it down. So.
I'm so excited about the new shop. Every time I talk to either Tony or Josh, they're so excited about it and things that they're going to be doing and how it's going to change and how it's going to be the same and all this sort of stuff. It's just an exciting move and it should be fun.
Yeah. But just remember, it's also a transition. So be patient as we go through this process. We're taking you along though. That's the best part. You know, Josh couldn't have done this with everybody else. So. Denise says, update, Hurricane Center just estimated Cat 1 for us here. Woo, lots of wind. So again, prepare, guys. We don't want to be your moms, but, you know, make sure you have water, make sure you have batteries, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and don't buy all the water. Just buy what you need.
Or fill up your tub. So, what will be the name of the new shop, Tatiana? Good question. Cut Up and Sew St. Augustine. It's going to be Cut Up and Sew. So we have Cut Up and Sew Palm Coast, and then we'll have Cut Up and Sew in St. Augustine. That's what we're going to call it. St. Augustine location or Palm Coast location. We're going to keep this simple. Because we don't want to be more confused either. Right. So, good morning, Angelina. We're about to wrap it up for today. And we'll be back. I'll be back Saturday. I don't know if Josh probably won't be back Saturday morning for study hall, but I'll be back Saturday morning with study hall. Just keep in mind, be in our text loop, 85100, so you can receive text messages on if we close. We'll probably be closed sometime this week. We just don't know when. Watch Facebook, and Nina's classes have been rescheduled. We will go ahead and contact everybody today and touch base with those people. And then Fiber Play is also rescheduled to next Thursday. So any questions, just call the shop, 386-447-1103.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm surprised I remembered that.
You did a good job.
So Maria will be here, Nancy will be here, and Shan will be here today. So you guys be safe.
Okay. Yeah, take care.
And hopefully we'll see you next Monday.
Yeah. It should be it should be an exciting week. I tell people from California, I have moved to the land of exciting weather. And here we are
We are excited.
on the verge of exciting weather.
Exactly. All right, live to create.
Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. Create something great today. It's a rainy day. It's a perfect day for it.
Prepare for the storm. Have the hand working stuff ready.
That's right. That's right. I meant to talk about that. Make sure you have your hand working stuff out and ready to go, and a tap light so you can see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Bye guys.
Okay.